What if I told you that most people spend years training shoulders, but never actually build impressive delts? They press heavy weights. They do endless front raises. They train harder and harder, yet their shoulders still look flat. No roundness, no width, no 3D appearance. The truth is simple. Building great shoulders is not about doing more exercises. It's about doing the right exercises, because certain movements stimulate the delts far better than others. And today, we're counting down the top 5 shoulder builders that can completely transform your physique. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which exercises deserve your time and which ones don't. But before we begin, let's understand something important. The shoulder consists of 3 heads: the front delts, the side delts, and the rear delts. To build truly impressive shoulders, all 3 must be developed. Ignore one, and your physique will always look incomplete. So, let's begin. Face pulls. At first glance, face pulls don't look impressive. You won't be lifting massive weights. You won't attract attention in the gym. But what this exercise does behind the scenes is extraordinary. Face pulls strengthen the rear delts, upper traps, and rotator cuff muscles. Think of them as the maintenance crew of your shoulders. Without strong stabilizers, heavy pressing eventually becomes difficult and sometimes painful. Most people don't know this. A large percentage of gym goers have weak rear shoulders due to modern lifestyles. Hours spent sitting, typing, and looking at phones pull the body forward. Face pulls help reverse that. Over time, better posture alone can make your shoulders appear wider and more athletic. They may not be flashy, but they are incredibly valuable. Dumbbell shoulder. Press few exercises feel more satisfying than pressing heavy weights overhead. The dumbbell shoulder press has built strong shoulders for decades, and for good reason. This movement heavily targets the front delts while also recruiting the side delts and triceps. Unlike barbells, dumbbells allow each arm to move independently. This can help improve balance and reduce muscular imbalances. But that's not the most impressive part. Overhead pressing trains your shoulders through a large range of motion while requiring stability from many smaller muscles. It develops both strength and size. However, pressing alone is not enough. Many people rely entirely on shoulder presses and wonder why their shoulders never become truly wide. Because the muscles responsible for width are trained elsewhere. And that brings us to our next exercise, reverse pec deck. This exercise is massively underrated. The rear delts are one of the most neglected muscles in fitness, yet they play a huge role in creating complete, rounded shoulders. The reverse pec deck directly targets these muscles while minimizing momentum and cheating. Think about many impressive physiques. Their shoulders don't just look wide from the front. They look round and 3-dimensional from every angle. That appearance often comes from well-developed rear delts. Most people don't realize this. Strong rear delts can completely change how your upper body looks. They improve posture, increase shoulder stability, and add thickness to the entire upper body. If you're skipping rear delt work, you're leaving gains on the table. Machine lateral raises. This may surprise some people. Many believe free weights are always superior, but machine lateral raises are one of the most effective shoulder building exercises available. Why? Because they provide constant tension. The side delts remain under stress throughout the movement, and side delts are perhaps the single most important muscle for shoulder aesthetics. They create width. They create the illusion of a smaller waist. They create that superhero appearance everyone wants. And because machines provide stability, it becomes easier to focus entirely on muscle contraction. No balancing, no unnecessary movement, just pure shoulder stimulation. And that's exactly what builds muscle. But even this exercise is not number one, because one movement stands above all others. Dumbbell and cable, lateral raises. If your goal is bigger, wider shoulders, this exercise is king. Lateral raises directly target the side delts better than almost any other movement, and side delts are the muscles primarily responsible for broad shoulders. This is why bodybuilders, athletes, and fitness models all prioritize some variation of lateral raises. But here's where many people go wrong. They use weights that are too heavy. Momentum takes over. The traps begin doing most of the work. The shoulders stop being properly stimulated. Ironically, lighter weights often produce better results. Control, consistency, and proper technique. Those are the real secrets. What happens next may shock you. Even a small increase in side delt size can dramatically change your entire physique. Your shoulders look broader, your waist appears smaller, your V-taper becomes more noticeable. This is why lateral raises have earned legendary status among physique athletes, because few exercises offer such a dramatic aesthetic return. Several exercises also deserve recognition. Arnold presses can provide excellent front and side delt stimulation. Cable. I-raises are fantastic for shoulder health. Landmine presses offer a shoulder-friendly pressing alternative, and upright rows can work well for some individuals if performed comfortably and with proper technique. But the 5 exercises we've discussed today consistently deliver some of the best results for building complete shoulders. The secret to building massive shoulders isn't doing dozens of exercises. It's focusing on movements that target all 3 heads of the deltoids. Presses build strength. Rear delt exercises build balance and posture. But lateral raises build width. Changes everything. Remember this. The shoulders are one of the first muscles people notice. They influence your posture, your athletic appearance, and the overall proportions of your physique. Train them intelligently. Train them consistently. And over time, they can completely transform how you look, because great shoulders are not built by accident. They are built through smart exercise selection and years of consistent effort. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more science-based fitness content. Share this video with a friend trying to build bigger shoulders, and let us know in the comments which shoulder exercise has given you the best results. Until next time, train smart, stay healthy, and keep building the strongest version of yourself.